here with Jamie from Casual Grounds Coffee. Jamie, thank you for coming on the podcast.
Of course.
I'm excited. We met a month ago, so very excited to dive into your story, your journey just as an entrepreneur, and just thank you for coming on.
All right. Thanks for having me.
So, can you talk about your business model because it is very different? You already had a successful salon, and then you decided to add a coffee shop right in the middle of it. Can you kind of talk about why?
Yeah, so we started off as a salon and spa. We expanded into a medical spa. We have a boutique, a clothing boutique, little, knickknacks and fun stuff. And honestly, 25 years behind the chair, I got really kind of sick and tired of my clients 15 minutes late for their appointments and Starbucks in hand.
Yeah.
So, just make it on time and you can get a coffee here. Really, I mean, that's kind of the funny part of it. But honestly, I think that providing an entire experience is worth its weight in gold. It's not just going to the salon and getting your hair done or getting your pedicure or going to a boutique and buying a sweater and a coffee mug for your mom. It's a whole experience. And as the business has grown, we have had really good feedback from the consumers that they appreciate that experience and that it is unique. And there's not a lot of places where you can get all of your favorite things in one-stop shopping. So yeah, that was kind of when I opened the business, I wanted to serve the masses, and it didn't just have to be in the capacity that I was used to operating in as a hairstylist. We can serve them in other ways, and what will make the experience elevated for the consumer. So
And
here we are.
why do you think you were able to think outside the box and kind of come up, I would say, with an innovative way to bring more people to your business?
That's just who I am. So even me as a hairstylist, I've mentored younger hairstylists and whatnot. And the first thing I tell them is everything you learned in beauty school, forget about it. And I'm going to teach you how to really do things because I color outside the lines. I don't, um, I don't fit in any box. So it's really kind of just who I've always been is, you know, figuring out what's different, what can I do different to elevate, to make things better, to improve. Um, so it's just who I am as a person. I'll never color inside the lines.
Do you think that ability to think outside the box is something that can be learned over time?
That's a good question. I do not.
Interesting.
No.
Why?
Because I think that your personality is your personality, and having the ability to color outside the lines is not, I don't think that's a learned, it takes a lot of, I'm just going to say it takes a lot of balls to be able to color outside the lines,
Yes.
right? And so I feel like if somebody doesn't have that within them, you don't really learn how to have the guts to do that. It's just kind of in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it's something deep down that it's either you, you have that ability to be courageous and kind of go take the action, or you have the ability to kind of fall in line and do what everyone else does.
Yeah, I'm not a fall in line kind of girl. No. In fact, yeah, that doesn't work for me.
Yes. And what inspires you to offer healthier ingredients for people th- that are coming into the coffee shop, like organic maple syrup, like organic honey? Like, where did that kind of come from for you?
So I have been on a personal health journey myself for approaching 5 years now. Um, that has been very eye-opening. I really never was the kind of person. I mean, I would eat red 40, high fructose corn syrup,
Yeah.
give it all to me. I never censored my diet until I was forced to because of health issues. And so once I started to kind of dig into that path, I learned a lot. And, I was like almost 40 when I learned that and went, oh my gosh, for all these years I've been poisoning myself, and we're all poisoning ourselves. And
Yes.
so it is definitely not cost effective
Yeah.
at all. I also think that that's kind of where my business is. All of my businesses stand apart from a lot of other businesses is of course, you do have to look at the bottom line, but I try to find that balance of how do I keep my bottom line where I need it to be, but also provide a quality product for
Yeah.
my customer, for the consumer. And the financial aspect of it, of we all know that organic materials are very expensive.
Yes.
I kind of had to just ignore that because for me it was almost like my moral compass said, you're going to save $5 and poison your
Yeah.
consumer. No, I can't do that. So that is I think when I gained the knowledge, and I still am learning every
We
day.
all are.
Yes, but when I gained the knowledge, I had to I had to go with my gut. I had to roll with it. And it's very important to me. So we do our best. We don't have, not everything is organic and fantastic and, no sugar and whatever, but we do our best with what we have control over. And that's important to me.
Why do you think this idea of toxic ingredients is kind of ignored in the food and just like beverage industry in general?
Um, from a business standpoint,
Yeah.
money, 100%. It has 100% to do with the cost of the ingredients to be healthy. I think that also trails over into personal as well. That a lot of people are like, I can't afford organic. I can't afford this. I can't, and honestly, during my journey, what I've said is, also, can you afford those medical bills? Because that's a lot more than switching your diet. But
Yes.
that's a conversation for another day. But yeah, 100% in the business world, it is because of the bottom line. Also, part of that could be lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that goes back to the first comment they made about crafting and experience. Of you not only want to provide obviously a good business setting, a good place where people can get two services at once, but you want to make sure that you are servicing people. And I think the most important part is sticking to your values, right?
Yes.
Of like I'm serving something that I know that I didn't skip out on, that I can actually back it and feel good serving this to people.
That's huge. I stand firm on my values and what I produce to the masses. I do not deviate from that.
Well, and you can also back it with personal experience, which like I think is huge because then you can lean into the fact of like, hey, I'm not just doing this for a feel good moment. Like I actually live this, and this is why. So then people can start to really believe in that mission alongside of you.
Yes. Yeah. And I mean, I think that we're kind of getting there in society,
Yeah,
really.
for
I
sure.
do. I think that a lot of people are shifting. And also when the consumer comes in, a lot of them who are shifting towards that healthier lifestyle, they do appreciate that
Yeah,
we have
for sure.
organic materials that we use, and that we do our best with what we can. There is definitely positive feedback. We have bakery items that they are prepackaged at this time. We source them from independent baker in Massachusetts, and the reason I chose that baker was because when I read the ingredient list, I could pronounce everything in
Yeah,
it. I knew that everything in that ingredient list I could find in my own kitchen cupboard at home. And I'm going to tell you, there were a lot of really popular brands that wanted to come in, wanted me to source their product here. And I was like, what are you putting in this?
yes,
This isn't even food. This is borderline um, plastic toys. I mean,
yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not serving that to my people. If I can help it, I will help. Absolutely.
Filler and plastic. I think
That's right.
that is what we're getting fed.
That's right.
Can you talk about what your least favorite and your favorite trend of owning a coffee shop is?
Let's start with the least favorite. Um, my least favorite is that never in my life did I ever think I was going to own a coffee shop. And it was kind of dumped in my lap. Another story for another day. So my least favorite part is that sometimes I throw a temper tantrum because it's like, I wasn't even supposed to do this. This wasn't even supposed to be my gig. And here I am. My piggybacking off of that though, my favorite is that here we are and we're doing it and we're making it and we're growing and the people love us and I'm seeing a whole different side. Again, 25 years behind the chair as a hairstylist. I own a retail store. Again, in the fashion world, right? That's my comfort zone. Coffee was not my comfort zone. I drink black decaf coffee. What do I know about coffee? I will also make a pot of coffee and it will sit for 24 hours and I will warm it up the next day. What do I know about coffee? But the masses love us. And that I love that for them. I love that we were able to produce a place that people they want to come to.
Yeah.
Um, that's probably the biggest thing that I do love. And I do like to learn. So I feel, I stepped so far out of my comfort zone with the coffee shop. I learned so much. Coffee is all about science, it's all about math. If the humidity changes, the everything changes, the shots are horrible. If I mean you have to it's so much to learn. And a lot of people don't realize that. Also, when I do something, I do it right. So I ensured that we had all the proper training and we
Yeah.
sourced all we went to the right people to ask the questions and learn the proper way to run a successful coffee shop and to produce a good product for the masses. I I I don't hate that. I don't hate that I learned so much that I would have never I would have never traveled that path.
Yeah.
So I guess I love and hate the same thing.
Yes. That's usually what happens, right? Like you find like that love-hate relationship with things of like, I really like it for this reason, but then I also love it for this reason.
Right.
So I think that's important perspective to have as well.
Yeah.
And kind of playing off that point, for being a business owner, when things do get difficult, like having a coffee shop dumped in your lap, um, how do you keep your head up and keep pushing forward?
Some days I don't. Some days it's real. It's real life. And I think again that's my personality. I have faced a lot of adversity in my life on different levels. And I've just kind of taught myself that you got to just put one foot forward. And I don't care if that foot's broken, put your broken foot forward.
Yeah.
Just keep a foot forward. Um, I have had moments where I have literally thrown my hands up and said, "I'm done. I'm not doing this. I don't care. It's over. Everything is over. I'm not doing it." But then I think about my why, and that kind of takes over that temper tantrum because I am very passionate about providing safety and quality and all of those things to the consumer that I can't just give up. I
Yeah.
can't just throw my temper tantrum and walk out the front door and never turn back. I can't do that. I let so many people down and that would break my heart. So I think, really my why is what keeps me going. My children keep me going. I have two daughters, adult daughter. They both work for me.
Amazing.
My youngest daughter is also in college at Ohio University. Um, but you got to lead by example. So if I have a day that I just want to give up on everything and I do give up, what am I teaching my daughters? I'm not raising strong women at that
Yeah.
point. So that's important to me. And the consumers are important to me. Every person who walks through that front door, both the salon, the boutique, the coffee shop, every person who walks through that front door means something to me. I build relationships with my customers, my clients, and that's super important to me.
And going through all this adversity just in life in general, what is one aspect that you used to not like about yourself that you learned to love?
Oh, I don't like that question. Huh. Um, I know the answer. Because you can edit, right?
Yeah.
What's the answer?
Yeah.
You're not the expert at something. Yeah. That's true.
I mean, you are now, but
I don't know it all.
you had to really get outside your comfort zone. Not only with the coffee shop, but things like Excel.
Yeah, I didn't know how to do a spreadsheet a year ago.
Oh my gosh.
Nope. But I spent 25 years behind the chair as a hairstylist. I worked with my hands. That's it. This is what made my money. Okay. All right. Ask me that question again.
What is one aspect about yourself that you used to not like that you learned to love about yourself?
I have learned to, how do I put this? I've learned to listen. I've learned that I don't know everything there is to know. The coffee shop checked my ass on that real quick. Because I knew nothing. And I had to put my pride aside and say, please help me. I know nothing about this. And I want it to be really, really good. And I need help. Um, Asking for help. I never used to ask for help. My famous line is, Mommy do. Mommy do. Mommy do. And now I am not afraid to ask for help. I am one person. I cannot make it all happen. I have 28 people that work under this roof. And I value all 28 of those people. Every single one of them brings something to my table because I can't do it all. 15 years ago, Mommy do. So, yeah, I think that's probably some growth that I appreciate about myself.
And I think asking for help is something we see a lot in the entrepreneur world because everyone starts off, you grind, 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 right? And you kind of go against the odds of what people say to you. You're like, don't listen to people. And then you get in the world of like around other business owners, employees, and you're like, oh shit, now I kind of have to listen to those people. I kind of have to actually ask for help now. So I think that's a struggle that and like a lot of business owners in general struggle with
Yeah.
is asking for help as well. I have three more questions for
Okay.
you.
All right. Shoot.
If you passed away today, would you be happy with the life you lived?
I'm not done. So, no. No, because I'm not done. I'm not disappointed with the life that I've lived. Um, but there's a lot of fuel left in the tank. I got a lot more to do.
So you'd say you're content, but you're not happy.
I need to see what's happening next.
Yeah,
FOMO.
that's a good answer.
Yeah, I'm not ready. I'm not done. So I guess, no, I wouldn't really say I'm content and not happy. I would say that there's still so much more for me to do. Um, there's still a lot of positive influence that I can put out into the world. So that aspect of it, if I'm gone, I can't put that positive influence out into the world anymore. So next question.
Two more questions.
Okay.
If you could have dinner with two people, one person from the past and one person from the present, who would it be and why?
Okay. Um, One person from the past would be my grandfather. He was one of the smartest businessmen I have ever met in my life. He was an investor in his later years and was very successful. Um, and he gave some of the best advice.
What is one piece of advice, real quick, that he gave you?
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, so much.
Off the dome, first one.
You to phone a friend.
Why am I blanking? Look it up. Yep. Grandpa would always, yeah. My grandpa never, he would never give you the answer. Ever. He would always make you figure it out on your own. But like not in a not in a rude, like he was a teacher. He that was huge for him.